got here? It's nice. I'm thinking about my channel here. Thinking about my YouTube channel. Oh, some guy sitting down on a sidewalk with his 2 dogs, just soaking it up. I guess what I'm trying to do here is be honest and real. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm not sure what else I have to offer. I mean, I if it was like one-on-one or something, I guess I'll try to be one-on-one, right? Oh, it's so cool. I'm 52, right? So maybe it's like, what I'm trying to do is show, what I'd like to do is I'd like to get myself successful. And then tell you how I did it. But in the meantime, we're gonna have to do this together, because it is a little bit, I'm from that generation where we watched The Secret and just like, oh, you get your hopes up, and then I spent 2 decades trying to secret my way into success, and shit has not worked like the brochure said it was going to. And of course, I'm sure I'm doing something wrong, and I need to correct myself and do something right, or be more persistent. I don't know what's true. I don't even think this reality is true anymore. I'm going to tell you a couple things for sure. Is when I saw Empire Strikes Back, fucking Darth Vader said, "Luke, I'm your father." No question about it. No false memories here. And now it doesn't say that, right? So something's fucked up. And then the Field of Dreams thing, build it and he will come. No. It was build it and they will come. Everybody I know remembers it that way. And there was a Reese one that was like, fuck, for sure. I don't know. Oh, there's so many, right? So what's going on, right? Like, why is the physical reality changing right here? I don't think we're just shocked enough about this. I wish I could remember. Oh, I remember what the last one was. Okay. The last fucking Mandela effect I remember was the James Bond one from Moonraker, right? Where Jaws, the big henchman who's got the fucking metal teeth and he bites you, kills you. When he lands or falls back to earth or whatever it is in the ski resort, and he finds the little blonde girl, she had fucking braces. That was the joke. When she smiled, she had braces. And they were like, oh, braces, braces. Metal teeth, metal teeth. You fucking cannot. I will bet my life upon that one. Probably all of these I will too. I'm telling you, everything is fucking changing, right? So, is all this real? My back pain's real. Is that why we're getting bombarded with... Okay, here's my theory on it, right? I mean, this is something... I mean, you guys are all smart now. The internet provides... You know, it's like... I think that we're being... I think we're being fed a lot of fear and anxiety and envy to keep us in these lower vibrations. And maybe... I also feel like... I don't know how much astrology I'm supposed to believe in, but it seems kind of accurate. It feels right sometimes. I believe it more than I do astronomy. I think astronomy is the hokey one. So I'm a Capricorn, right? So apparently I had Pluto in my something, and it's been fucking with me my whole life. And I gotta say, my whole life has been this like almost. There's a lot of like almost. Like I've had so many almosts that I've given up, right? I feel like I just don't have the ability to fucking be successful. I don't know if that's because of Pluto, or it's because I'm fucking malfunctioning here, or because I'm not manifesting hard enough. I don't know. But I'm kind of burnt out on watching everybody tell you that you're doing it wrong, or you're not doing something, you're not enough. It's weird to watch people making money on YouTube tell you how to make money in other ways. That just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? Like, okay. And some of these people, I swear to God, they've got great things. Maybe it's all I need. Maybe everything's the way it should be. But holy shit, man. It is very difficult to watch just people that have only made money creating content trying to tell you how to make money other ways, right? Like in whatever field you want, because you have to like get your mind right. I don't know about that. I like watching businessmen, like some of these channels that go up to millionaires and fucking Ferraris, and they're like, what'd you do? And I did this, and I took high interest loans, so I learned how to manage money, and I fucking worked this, blah, blah. That shit kind of resonates. But this world is fucking, it probably is all mind, like the Buddha says, or whatever, Tao. And maybe I didn't grow up in war or famine or disease, but I've had a lot of fucking stress. I've lost a lot of hair. I've really tried hard to do certain things. I'm a very sensitive and empathic person, and I've been brutalized by people in this world. I'm very friendly and outgoing, and I always try to make people laugh and smile. And it's cut so deep when somebody's just so blasé about treating you poorly or looking down upon you. It just really still hits hard. I'm 52, so I'm kind of learned how to just, it rolls off a little better, but like, I kind of forgot why I was going down this tangent. I'm driving now, and I probably shouldn't be doing this. Basically, I don't know how this world works, but I think as I get older, and I'm just more in shock and awe about the mysteries, right? And I mean, I think you're supposed to be a little more open to things that you don't know. So it's just weird to watch really confident people, young people, old people, try to tell you how it's gonna be. I can't say that, like, if I watch some channel on manifestation, that I did everything the way that somebody told me to do it. I don't know if I even could. I definitely haven't like followed a program, so I can't say for sure that it doesn't work. But some shit smells fishy, I don't know. It's weird. You know what else is weird is watching people that you like to do this YouTube thing, and if you want to be like informative, you have to be like I'm like so impressed by some of these videos that people put out. They're very informative. They're very well done. There's a lot of edits to go on, right? I way rather see somebody that didn't edit at all. Maybe not edit to cheat, right? Just talk. Say what you say. If you know something, you should be able to just fucking spit it out. So it's just a little suspicious when people are just constantly putting out this like pretty profound content. And I'm not saying the information's not right, not true, but like, I don't know. I kind of like it when it just comes from you. It feels a little better. So basically, what I'm saying is, I think I'm gonna be successful, but I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna fucking die trying. I'm a very persistent person. Very, very persistent. Very hardworking. I'm not gonna say I'm the most organized or intelligent, because that's just not true. But I am fucking. I have stick-to-itiveness. I probably stuck to doing music a little too long, or I didn't dive in 100%. I was so fearful about music. Music was a hard one, because didn't come easy. I spent 30 years trying to be a musician, and I said hundreds of thousands of dollars, so many recordings, so much time, playing so many shows, practicing, writing songs. And I had, I'll tell that story another time, but it is just all folded up on me about 7 years ago. I'm gonna go back and do some, I'm in the middle of doing some recording right now with a friend of mine at a studio that actually helped this guy build. But that's a whole other story. Anyways, my point is, I'm working on this table business, right? And I've had a lot of doubt, a lot of doubters, a lot of support, but if I can law of attraction into me, I don't know. I have a little like mantra, thing that I came up with a year ago or so, and sometimes I play it at night often, and it talks about, it's kind of like programming myself to have a good future and making these beautiful tables and selling them. And all right, that's not an edit. My phone quit recording. Maybe I hit the button or something. Anyways, I'm not sure if I'm law of attraction myself to it, or if I'm just persistently pushing, So just watch me scramble, and watch me scramble and work my ass off and try and fail. And now I expect to fail at some things, or expect to have failures, right? And I try to get through them fast so that I can learn from them. So it's wild. Doing these tables is wild. And then I gotta sell them. It's like one thing I gotta make them, and then I gotta learn how to like produce them. Making them is one thing, but then producing them, whole other ballgame. Because right now I'm basically doing one-offs, and I'm learning a lot, but I have to also come up with a method of recreating these things in some manner that doesn't feel like I'm just doing it for the first time every single time, right? And then I gotta sell them. I gotta get them out. There's a lot going on here, and I think the more I do this, the more luck I'm creating for myself. So, anyways, basically, this channel will just be me doing my best to be real, authentic, funny, hopefully, charismatic. And then I will, I'll tell the story about how I got here, and then I can speak from experience instead of trying to just come up with a content channel, So I think that's what's going on here, right? And I'll talk about some stuff that I'm like, there's stuff that I'm interested in, right? Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, some guys just rotted my ass for whatever reason. I don't know where they're gonna go. People drive like shit nowadays, just everywhere. It's frustrating. So we'll talk about girls, we'll talk about Mandela effects, we'll talk about whatever you want, whatever I want, right? Such a fucking hypocrite. Don't edit your videos. I'm not trying to edit. You know what happened is my friend called me right in the middle of filming, and it's like, it shut me down. Anyway, so now I had to edit these videos, and I'm talking about don't edit your videos. Don't edit them to be cool or be efficient or whatever. I don't know. You do whatever you want. I sure like it when people just talk and they're just like normal people. Right? So basically, I think what I was saying, I'm gonna put these together in iMovie on my phone, then I'll release this. What I'm saying is, I'm on this journey to make. I started this table thing like 12 years ago, right? I was in Los Angeles. I found I'll tell the story again. I found a bunch of wood flooring that somebody was throwing away. I fucking hate that, by the way. But it was just so much oak flooring. And I got it all. I hauled it to my place in Los Angeles. And I pulled all the nails out. And then I made some really fucking cool tables. And then I just got possessed. And I spent a lot of money on tools. And I made a bunch of tables. And I stopped because I got to the point where, the tables were awesome. I tried to sell them at some markets and stuff, and some people were like, oh, these are boutique, and like some people were like, can my kids draw on them with crayon? I'm like, what the fuck? So I realized, and I was still trying to work on music, right? I was really, and that's probably why I didn't do as well in music as I could have, because I split my attention. Like I always think I can do way more than I can. And that amongst other things was the nail in the coffin for me trying to be a professional musician. I tried to do too much. I really needed more confidence on a steady basis and I needed to like be full on committed. Cause my commitment level would kind of rise and fall, and I worked hard at it. I did. Anyway, so now I'm back here. I had a breakup, and that triggered all kinds of shit. And finally, I just said, fuck it, I want to do one of these tables. And I did this very complicated table from 0 to finished in 3 months. Pretty fucking cool, considering what I had to... It was a tricky table, right? So, anyways, sorry I'm driving. Trying not to get myself killed or anybody else. So, and then I had to move for work, and then I got busy working for the last 2 years, and I was gonna start making tables immediately in this warehouse space, but the warehouse space was just junky, right? It was just fucking an empty, dirty warehouse space. So I put thousands and thousands of dollars and so many hours, and I made the place cool as shit. And then I'm working full time, doing all this, right? Traveling, working. Fucking exhausted actually talking about it. So now, and I almost didn't do the tables again. Like I didn't necessarily want to stay in this area because there's nobody here, right? And that's actually probably really good for me right now. There's very few distractions. I could use a couple more distractions, but there's not very many. So I'm in the right place, but I almost, like a few months ago, I almost fucking called it. I was gonna sell all my tools. I don't want to do any more construction, and I was gonna go do a food truck in Carson City, which I may still do, by the way. The food truck is not off the table in the slightest. I'm telling you. But I kind of came to my senses. I'm a little flighty, right? I'm an artist. I got that artist brain. Probably have some fucking bipolar from my mom's side of my family. Not probably, definitely. So I almost was like, fuck it. But here I am. I put the second table together, and it was just mind blowing how cool it was and how good that made me feel. And now I'm gonna do a third and a fourth, and I'm going for it. So this will be my journey of how I did this, I don't know. I don't think it's from watching YouTube videos about how the law of attraction works, but maybe there's an element into that. So anyways, if you're catching this video, this is early on, and you can kind of watch me progress, and I'll watch myself progress. So that's the gist of, I think, what my channel is going to be. But I like to talk about, I love conspiracy theories, because a lot of them are coming true right now. So we're going to dial it in together. All right, see ya.